Hey guys, back with another video today. Today I am filming the part 2 for my classical guitar warm-up technique series stuff. So last time I went over arpeggios, and now this time I will be going over chromatic scale stuff. And as with the arpeggios, this is something I do every day, and this is what I do right after the arpeggios. So I guess let's just get right into it. The left hand pattern is going to be the same for all the different right hand patterns. Kind of like the arpeggios, how it had that same scale-like thing moving up, and then the right hand was what kept changing the different finger patterns, like P, I, M, P, I, M, A, P, A, M, I, that kind of stuff. But for this one, chromatic scale, I'm sure pretty much everyone watching this video already knows how this goes, but all you want to do is just hit every note, right in a row. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, and then hit the B open instead of the B with the fourth finger there on the G string. Make sure you hit it open, so you go from B flat with the third finger to the open B. That's kind of only one that does that. All the other ones are open 1, 2, 3, 4, open 1, 2, 3, 4, open 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on G you hit open 1, 2, 3, and then go right to the B string, which is B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then you shift to here for A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and then you take all that right back down. So that's the whole pattern for every different version of this that we're going to do. It's going to be that same left hand going from the low E across to the high E, up to the 12th fret, back down and across. Now what I like to do with my right hand is just a bunch of different fingerings, kind of like for the arpeggios. The only one that I do with rest stroke is I and M, so that's what I start with. How I start it is, let me just grab a metronome here and just set it to some slow tempo just so I can demonstrate it easier. So this is just 60 beats per minute. So when I'm done with my arpeggios, this is what I go to. I don't start with the actual scale itself. I start with warming up to the tempo, or whatever you want to consider it, warming up the finger combinations, whatever you want to call this. But this is just, normally I do this at faster tempo, but for demonstration I want to make sure it's slow enough for you guys to see. So all I did there was basically just, if that's a quarter note, then play ace, which is, and then do triplets, and then sixteenths, which is what the scale is going to be played in. So I do that with all the different combinations I'm going to do. So first I do all this warm-up stuff before I do any of the actual chromatic scale. I don't do this with the rest stroke and then do the rest stroke scale up and then the next combination. I do it all the kind of pre-chromatic scale thing and then the scale. So then the next combination is still I and M, but just free stroke. So same thing, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing. So that's these two. Then I do with these two, so which is I and A. And then I do M and A. and then I do I, and this activity also uses C, or the pinky, which I went over in my arpeggio video if you haven't seen that. So I'm not going to get all into that and why I'm using the pinky. Just go and watch that video so I don't keep repeating myself. So I and C, or the pinky, and then M and C, and I'm sure you can see where this is going, and then A and C, which is the hardest one because one, most people don't use the pinky, and then A is like the least used normally, so that's the hardest one, trying to get those to work together like that. And that's all the combinations, and I just take it and I just apply it to the chromatic scale. Then I just, at the 16th note pace, so for every one click there's 4 notes based. So as I was saying, just take it and apply it to all those warm-up things to the actual scale now. If this is the quarter note, then you play at the 16th note pace, which would be 4 notes that you're playing for each one click there. So like that. That all the way up, and then with the free stroke then. Then you do I and M. Yeah, no, I and A. I just did I and M, sorry. I and A. And then you do M and A. And then you get into where the pinky comes in for I and C. And then the M and C. And then last, the most difficult one in my opinion, the A and C, which are these two. As you can see. And that's the trick here. Something that I didn't mention in the arpeggio one. The pinky is probably going to be the hardest one for shaping and deciding on what length to be. I think mine is just a little bit too long right now, because it is the shortest finger on most people anyway, and so you want to have a little bit of longer nails so you can really, get that reach to it, but you don't want it so long that when you're trying to use it you're smacking into other strings like I was just doing. So I'm probably going to end up giving it a little bit of trim after I film this video, but really that's it. I mean, I don't think there's anything else to really go over for this video. That's basically the whole chromatic exercise. If you are finding that certain scales, certain finger combinations can go faster than others, you have a couple options. You can either make it slow enough to where all your fingers, like combinations, feel comfortable, which would kind of hold back certain ones, like I and M will certainly go a lot faster than A and C, but if you try to speed all of them up, just keep one tempo throughout the whole exercise and speed them up to where this is comfortable, but then it's way too fast for A and C, then that's not really going to be good. So I would recommend starting them out, even if you've been playing chromatic scales for a long time, just drop your tempo down to where they're all comfortable, and then get them comfortable at that tempo, whatever it might be, and then kind of split them into different groups. It might be 2 groups, might be 3, 4 groups, whatever it might be, where you have different tempos for different finger options, and boost them up at their own pace that way, so you're not either holding back these guys or pushing these guys too fast and just developing bad technique or something. So that's what I would recommend. Next video I'm going to make is going to be about diatonic scales, which are the regular non-chromatic scales, C major, A minor, all that stuff, through a little circle of fifths and all that. So, and then, as I said before, there's a couple other things I'm going to make in the future, but that's the next one, so be on the lookout for that. I would recommend subscribing if you are enjoying this series, so you get all the updates for it. And check out my other videos of music that I posted, and if you like this video, please hit like, and thanks for watching.